Yes.
So, Lordship, the petitioner challenged the inaction of the opposite party of copy number 3, Tahsildar Satyavadi, not supply the certified copy of the entire order sheet and document of mutation case number 719 of 2003, which was applied on 1 July 2023.
So Naik, you can take instruction. It's a very simple prayer.
My lord, since last 1 year above he has applied. And it must be
You are Mr. Malik.
Yes, Lordship.
Mr. A.B. Malik for the petitioner, Mr. Naik, AC for the state. Sachidananda Naik, SN Naik, AC for the state. The petitioner in the writ petition raises a grievance regarding the inaction of the Tahsildar, opposite party number 3, in not providing him certified copy. It has to her kar debe. Not providing her. Petitioner is a lady. Yes. Providing her the certified copy of the entire order sheet and documents of the mutation case number 719 of 2003. Even though the petitioner has stated to have applied for the same on 1st of July 2023, in the office of the opposite party number 3, as per the procedure. The additional standing counsel in response submits that he will obtain instructions in the matter. It is expected that if the copy application is still pending, the same shall be dealt with and the copies, certified copies, shall be provided to the petitioner at an early date, and instructions be provided to the learned ASC to apprise the court. It is stated by the petitioner that there is no other impediment in providing the certified copies of the said documents. Last line. How much time? After vacation, Mr. Regular bench no. List after a memo development chesta karantu. I'm leaving it to you. List after ensuing vacation on being moved. Yes.
Item 2.
On being moved before the appropriate bench. Yes. Yes, 2.
May I please, your lords?
Yes.
My lord, in this case, my lord, the petitioners are physically disabled persons, my lord.
Yes.
Their prayer, my lord, for allotment of permanent transit house in place of temporary transit house, my lord. The act provides.
Mr. R.K. Ponda.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. R.K. Ponda for the petitioner, Mr. Naik AC for the state.
Nectar 4 is pending, that is your lordship may be disposed of.
Yes, what do you say?
No problem.
And you want
Not disposed. No problem.
satisfied though?
Yes, my lord. No.
Or it will be a handicap for the handicapped person. It will be a further handicap.
That depends on the state government what taxes.
How can it be? How can it be, sir?
First
First of all, it's a temporary transit house.
Yes.
Then you want a permanent transit house.
The act provides, my lord. The act provides, my lord.
Another thing that representation since 2020, my lord, 19.
तापर continue भी अच्छी ना.
ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ମାଣ୍ଡାମସ୍ ଆମର ନାହିଁ କି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ଆଗ ଖୋଜିବେ ସେଟା, ଖୋଜିକି ପାଇଲେ ସେଟା ତାପରେ
2023
ମାଣ୍ଡାମସ୍ ଫର ସର୍ଚିଂ ଦ ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ.
Only that is
19/6/2023 ରେ ବି ଅଛି
sole
representation.
grievances against BS.
ଆପଣ ଫ୍ରେଶ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି ଏନକ୍ଲୋଜିଂ ଅର୍ଲିୟର ଇଏ.
My lord, 19/6/2020.
ଆରେ ପାଇଲଟ ଏଥିରେ କଣ କରିପାରିବେ? କଣ କରିବ ମାନେ କଣ ମୁଁ ଯାହା କହିଲି ବୁଝିଲେ ନା ନାଇଁ?
ମାନେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଯୋଉ ଫ୍ରେଶ ଦବା ପାଇଁ.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ ସର୍ଚ୍ଚ ମାଣ୍ଡାମସ୍ ଯୋଉ କହିଲି ବୁଝିପାରିଲେ ନା ନାଇଁ? ସର୍ଚିଂ ଅଫ ଦ ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ ବାଇ ଦ ଅଥରିଟି ସେଟା ଆଗ ଗୋଟେ ଦିଆଯିବ ମାଣ୍ଡାମସ୍ ଖୋଜିକି ବାହାର କରିବେ, କାରଣ ଆପଣ ଆସିଲେ 4 ବର୍ଷ ପରେ.
ନାଇଁ ମାନେ 23 ରେ ଆମେ ଆସିଛି.
ନାଇଁ ନାଇଁ 19/10/2020 ଏକ୍ସାକ୍ଟଲି 4 ବର୍ଷ ହେଲା.
ଆଜ୍ଞା, ତାପରେ 23 ଲାଷ୍ଟ
ଆପଣ ଫ୍ରେଶ ଆପ୍ଲିକେସନ ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ along with this whatever earlier.
ଠିକ ଅଛି.
It may be traced out, it may not be traced out.
Yes.
ତାହେଲେ appearance ଦେଖିଲେ? It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that the petitioners have represented video annexure 3 and annexure 4. The video annexure 4 series dated 19/10/2020 addressed to the Secretary, Bhubaneswar Development Authority, and representation dated 19/6/2023 addressed to the Commissioner, Bhubaneswar Municipal Corporation, for allotment of
permanent
permanent
transit house.
quote unquote है ना, permanent ta single quote आरंभ है ला, transit house ta quote close है ला, to the 17 differentially able person. Those have been accommodated in the temporary transit house
At Niladri Vihar.
at Niladri Vihar, Bhubaneswar. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that petitioners are entitled for such permanent accommodation and seek a direction to the opposite party authorities.
4 and 5.
ये मुझे जाननी है, मुझे एक्टर की अछंती कौन, आई डोंट नो, अपोजिट पार्टी अथॉरिटीज कोन जेते नेबुलस रखिबे सेते बेटर, नहले सेही ग्राउंड आपण रिजेक्ट कर देबे. कौन लिखले? हां, फॉर कंसिडरेशन ऑफ देयर ग्रीवांस रिगार्डिंग प्रोविजन ऑफ परमानेंट ट्रांजिट हाउस. द लर्नेड para kori likhibe, the lorted additional standing counsel in response submits that the applications were made in 2020, in the year 2020 and 2023, and if the application is still pending, the same shall be considered by the authority expeditiously as possible, as expeditiously as possible. Correct. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that he shall make representations afresh to the authorities, enclosing copies of the earlier applications along with all supporting documents, which may be considered and disposed of by the authority. Para. Having heard the learned counsel for the parties, the writ petition is disposed of. Observing that the petitioners shall make a representation afresh to the authorities for consideration of their grievance regarding provision of transit house, including copies of the earlier application into bracket small s kar debe. How much time?
2 weeks, mail.
Within 3 weeks. The authorities shall do well to consider the same and take immediate action in accordance with law as per the entitlement of the petitioners. The petition stands disposed of accordingly.
Time fix कर दियो.
आपण घर करिया पे टाइम केते कर देबे? आपण ओटे कोर्ट को लाफिंग स्टॉक करंतुनी. कोर्ट्स आई डू नॉट नो घर अछि कि नाही. आपण को अल्टीमेटली यू आर सेइंग जे गोटे प्रोविजन करिया पे. So I do not know what is happening. आपण भाबिया कथा जे गोटे कोर्ट रो एठी अंडरस्टैंडिंग अछि बोली लोक जानंतु जे घर करिया पे मासे करे 2 मास रे
घर अछि
कोन अछि मु आई डू नॉट नो. आपण भी जानना है. आपण जदी कहते जे हां एई पर्टिकुलर क्वार्टर रे मु रहबा कथा मोटे डिस्पोज, then there can be direction. आपण कंसीडर करंतु whether he is entitled for X house X and dispose of within 2 weeks. That's a different thing. But I do not know what is the kon provide kari hoba kon kari. Yes.
Item 3.
Mr. Mahanti, it is a single bench matter.
But there are subsequent developments also. In fact, I was compelled because of Annex 9, there was a threat to access to the premises. But presently, they have given access and they have raised invoices also. I will require to place that in record also by additional affidavit.
You want to file it afresh or file additional affidavit?
File additional affidavit.
Mr. Samarendra Mahanti for the petitioner, opposite party?
Prasar Bharti, I have sought copy on the Central Government Council.
Anyone present on behalf of opposite parties? Director
Yes.
General Prasad Bharati.
This for the taken up for this has come for the first time. So
Okay. The learned counsel for the petitioner submits that he wants to bring on record certain documents indicating the subsequent development. Since the matter has not been moved,
yes, my lord.
the leave sought for is allowed. The petitioner shall file the documents along with affidavit
Yes, my lord.
as advised. How much time? Within
2 weeks. I'll file.
within 2 weeks. Liberty granted for mentioning before the assigned bench.
No place.
Item 4.
Yes, Mr. Acharya.
Yeah, matter petitioner challenging annexure 4.
This is a single bench matter.
It's me.
Yes.
Petitioner challenging annexure 4, where the opposite party number confirmed the final order of assessment passed by the opposite party number 3 under annexure 4. My case is that without giving me any opportunity of hearing, they have passed the final order of assessment. Your lordship
No,
may see.
this order is not appealable.
Appeal
Yes.
has been filed.
Appeal
Appeal has been dismissed, challenging which writ
No,
I have
against that appeal, any further like ombudsman or
writ petition.
writ petition. Okay, fine.
They have not served a copy of the writ petition.
I'm solving you.
Copy.
Today I'm solving.
Acha. So it requires for a hearing. They have to respond to this,
Yes.
or on a limited point of opportunity of hearing, it can be remanded. You have
An
to obtain instruction.
Opportunity of hearing in the appellate court has been given.
Yes, it seems so. Page 32, you can see.
Uh,
Oh, you are not having 32.
File a responsive copies. Yesterday, one
The
of the
petitioner is agreed by the Mr. Rashmikant R.K. Acharya for the petitioner. The petitioner is agreed by the order dated 8/5/2024, passed by the appellate authority cum superintending engineer cum deputy electrical inspector. Page 32 देखिए लिखिए, भूल करिवेनी. Inspector Jajpur Road in case number AA4 number 04 of 2022, filed by the petitioner, who is a consumer of electricity, against the executive engineer TPNODL,
yes, ma'am.
Tata Power North Odisha Distribution Limited, regarding metering.
Tampering of meter. Tampering of meter tampering.
Final against the final assessment. order.
Regarding a final assessment involving disputed meter reading / functioning of meter.
Tampering of meter. Tamper.
Tampering apanଙ୍କୁ ଖୁସି ଲାଗୁଛି. Court has to be neutral. If I now decide that it's a tampering of meter, then what I will adjudicate? Or I can still adjudicate in case of tampering of meter.
They're ordering.
That is challenging.
Yes.
Disputed meter reading / functioning of meter. Next, Learned L.K. Maharana. Lalit Kumar Maharana. Don't write N.P. Lalit. Lalit Kumar Maharana, who usually appears for the distribution utility, being present in the court. Can you waive up notice?
I'll take notice for 2 and 3 months.
Appears and waives of notice on behalf of opposite party number 2 and 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Let 2 extra copies be served on Mr. Maharana. 2 or 3 you have to serve, because upon to scan kari pathai paribe. Let 3 extra copies be served on Mr. Maharana within
By Friday.
within 5 working days. Receipt in support of service of the such copies shall be filed before the registry. Issue notice to the opposite party number 1. OP number 1 records may be necessary.
state government Department of Energy.
But he's a, I don't know. Say, तांका designation कौन?
Electrical inspector. Deputy
आपण
electrical
electrical inspector पे appear करिबे.
Department of Energy.
So Patti, the Learned ASC appears on behalf of the OP number 1. Appellate authority come superintending engineer, come deputy electrical inspector, waves of notice. Let 2 extra copies be served on Mr. Patti, Learned ASC. ऊपर लिख दे तो issue notice and admission. Issue notice and admission. The opposite parties shall have the liberty to file their response by the next date. List after vacation before the assigned bench on being moved. Upon outside move karantu because I can't fix a date. I have a difficulty. Yes, what do you want? Any interim application for what? IA?
Not to disconnect the electricity.
I think
Is there any threat of disconnection?
disconnection notice issue here. This one.
The Learned Counsel for the IA lekho to 9854/2024. Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that there is threat of disconnection and appropriate order may be passed. The Learned Counsel for the supply utility referring to the petition and the IA submits that apparently there is no threat of disconnection. IA also, IA shall be taken up on the next date.
My lord, item 9 is similar to item 4, my lord.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଥିରେ ମିଟର ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହେଇଛି ନା ହେଇନି?
ହେଇଯାଇଛି meter change. ହେଇଯାଇଛି. I have
ଆପଣଙ୍କର ନୂଆ ମିଟର ଲଗା ହେଇଗଲା.
paid- Yes, my lord.
So what about the demand and you are paying?
Yes, my lord. Current, I'm paying, my lord.
ଲେଖନ୍ତୁ ଏଥିରେ ଆଇଏରେ କଣ ଲେଖିଲେ ପଢିଲେ? ମୁଁ ସେଟା ରେକର୍ଡ କରିଦଉଛି ଆପଣ ଫ୍ରେଶ ମିଟରରେ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ବୋଲି. ନା it will not be. Stop. Say to add କରନ୍ତୁ. It is submitted that as per the current meter reading, the petitioner is going on paying the demand from the electricity company. ସେତିକି ଖାଲି add କରିଦଉ.
My lord, item 9 is similar to item 4, my lord.
Same order against the appellate authority?
Same
Order
order. No, no.
Oh,
Case number is different, but matter is similar, my lord.
नहीं sir, ମୁଁ ପଚାରିବା କଥା impugned order ଟା appellate authority ଙ୍କର ନା ନାହିଁ?
Yes,
Appellate
my lord.
authority.
Appellate authority.
9 the same order.
My lord. Obliged, my lord.
ଆଜ୍ଞା? ଆଇନ ହଉଛି ରିଟ୍ ବି ଚେଞ୍ଜ ହବ. Everything will be changed. ଦିଟା separate order କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ. Same premises ନା ଦିଟା ଅଲଗା premises?
Same.
Premise same, consumer number olga.
Yes, next.
Item 5.
9 who is appearing?
Same. Yes, state.
You are also there. Item 4 and 9 both.
For myself.
अच्छा 4 रे आपण लिखिबे मिस्टर नायक. SN नायक ASC. Item 9 Mr. AK Patti. ହେଲା? For OP1.
Right.
Copy देबे से आपण. Yes, next please.
May I oblige? Non-supply
Item
of certi-
5.
non-supply of certified copy of the judgment and decree.
আর এটা ଆପଣଙ୍କର ରେଜିଷ୍ଟାର ସିଭିଲ କୋର୍ଟ କୋନ ଇଏ ରେ
Civil judge senior division record of the civil judge senior division Puri court. So, they are taking a plea that the entire record has been transmitted to digitizing center at Kotak. That's why they're not supplying me.
ତାହେଲେ ଏଟା ମୁଁ ଶୁଣିବା କଥା ନୁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତାହେଲେ this matter I should not hear because
what
I am part of that committee which is bringing those records here
Yes.
to Kotak.
I'm ready to pay the required fees.
There will be dislocation. এটা এতে সহজ নୁହଁ ଥରେ ଆସିଗଲା ପରେ it's not diffuse that easy to again send it back.
The records are. I need it badly. Yes.
The the petitioner is agreed by the non-supply of the certified copy of the judgment and decree passed in O.S. number 18 of 2018 of 1968/1974 and the orders passed in execution case number 12 of 1985. Doubt hele pacharibe nal dekhi likhibe. Though the petitioner has stated that the petitioner as stated has applied for the same since 8/5/2024. It is stated by the petitioner in the petition that the records of the said case have been transmitted to the Record Room Digitization Center located at Record Room Digitization Center of the High Court of Orissa at Cuttack. The matter shall be placed before the register records by the registry to obtain instructions in the matter. Upon obtaining the instructions from the register records, the matter shall be listed before the assigned bench. Liberty also liberty granted to the petitioner to move the matter. तापर लिखियो registry to do the needful. एटा पर registry टे अपन प्लेस करियो ना कि section प्लेस करियो. Yes.
Item 6.
The vehicle that were parked therein, for that reason, that vehicle FIR has been lodged on dated 13/4/22 under Annexure 1, and to that effect, non-change of ownership that representation has already made before the regional manager Tata AIG on dated 34/22. Under Annexure 3.
Tata AIG against kon writ maintainable habo.
ना जेहेतु
General insurance company
आगे 30/4/22 रे आगे दरखास्त देई जाय that under Annexure 3 at page 15 to 18 again देखि this गोटे डायरेक्ट
बट एटा काउ तो पार्टी करना पुलिस को पार्टी करना थी गाड़ी आपनकर चोरी हला इंस्ट्रक्शन भी काटो कोन नहीं हबो.
हां आज्ञा से एफआईआर दिए छी
ता बुझी भी हबो नहीं किछि.
नहीं आज्ञा ई जो जाट गोपाल सिंह थारू आगे सपना कुमार
आपण सुनंतु आपण टिके आपण
22 रे आज्ञा किनि
आपण गोपाल सिंह विषय रे कहउचंती गोपाल सिंह एतरे पार्टी नांती.
आज्ञा
आपण कहउचंती गाड़ी चोरी हला सिर्फ जे लॉ एनफोर्समेंट एजेंसी पार्टी नांती. आपणकर पार्टी हेचंती टाटा एआईजी रा रीजनल मैनेजर इंश्योरेंस कंपनी रे
दरखास्त 30/4/2022 रे आज्ञा रिप्रेजेंटेशन दे दैट हैज नॉट येट बीन कंसीडर्ड दैट रिप्रेजेंटेशन पेंडिंग
कौन रिप्रेजेंटेशन देले आगे कौन
रिगार्डिंग चेंज ऑफ ओनरशिप एंड इंश्योरेंस
चोरी गाड़ी रो केमती आगे हबो
आज्ञा 21/11
चोरी गाड़ी रो ही परियो ने
21 आज्ञा हां टू बी मेड पार्टी सी कैन अमेंडमेंट टू इम्प्लीट द
फाइल बिफोर द insurer of a vehicle which has reportedly been stolen from while kept parking on road. The event of the vehicle being missing has been reported by FIR dated 13/4/2022 before the Jharsuguda PS in the district of Jharsuguda district of Jharsuguda district Jharsuguda. It is submitted by the London Council that since the vehicle was properly insured, but unfortunately after the present owner petitioner purchased the vehicle, before the insurance could be transferred to the name of the present to the name of the purchaser, Could be transferred. Purchaser, oblique petitioner, the vehicle was stolen. After arguing, after arguing for some time, the learned counsel for the petitioner requests to withdraw the petition to move to move to avail remedy as available under law for redressal of his grievance. Eta bhi hor. The writ petition is not disposed of. Yes. Next.
Item 7.
Urgent certificate.
May I please your lordship?
Yes.
How many VC milord?
Yes.
Lord, can directly malsi come to page 32, annex 1313. Relevant is 36.
Yes.
Ombudsman is a directed milord. Earlier it was rejected on ground of limitation. This is the insurance claim before the LIC. Earlier it was rejected. I moved the ombudsman. There was a delay, so I moved to High Court also. After order of the Honorable High Court, this order has been passed to subsequent order. Complainant is directed to submit a medical report and a police report, if any, to the insurance company within a period of 15 days from issue of this order. The insurance company will also investigate the matter and try to obtain relevant documents from police and the hospital authority independently. The company will re-examine the matter and take a final decision regarding the admissibility of the claim on the basis of available documents. The matter will be re-examined and finally within 3 months by the insurance company. This is the order dated 16th February 2024. I have also submitted a certain documents which were available with me on a 26 next page on answer 14, page 37.
Yes.
So small prayer, my lord, let a final decision be taken by the insurance company.
नहीं आपण ठीक से पेज 36 आउथरे देखंतु प्लीज लुक एट पेज
Yes, sir.
36 again.
Yes, sir.
The
Complainant is
attention
the
of the
direct.
complainant and respondent insurer is hereby drawn to the following provisions of the Insurance Ombudsman Rule 2017 as updated on so and so 18/5/21. As per clause 17(6) of the said rule, the insurer or insurance broker, as the case may be, shall comply with the award within 30 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you brought this to the notice of the Insurance Ombudsman?
Mala page 37. No, this is the order of the insurance ombudsman, my lord.
No, sir. I'm asking you something else, maybe related,
Yes, sir.
but little
Yes,
bit
sir.
different. My
Yes,
point
sir.
is that you want enforcement of the ombudsman order by the High Court.
Yes, ma'am.
So how can it be? So first of all, you must tell the insurance ombudsman that your orders have not been complied with.
Mala so dispose of.
That he
Mala so
is
dispose of.
toothless.
Mala so dispose of. I will approach.
Because Mr. Nayak, I am also I am not very sure of the provision.
No.
So
Neither say no.
No, it is fair enough. So you have to explore that. If he fails, then you have to
Yes, sir.
the High Court, stating that the
Yes, sir.
ombudsman has failed. So
Yes, sir.
obviously, mandamus have to be issued.
I will brought these facts before the ombudsman, my lord.
Yes, 17(6), look at 17(6) and 17(8) of the ombudsman rules.
No, seta sir presently
P.K.
I
Nayak
have
for
not that
the
rule.
petition. Sorry.
Sir, oblige
Yes.
me.
Petitioner Rauchanti, Mr. B.K. Nayak for the petitioner. The submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that the petitioner is agreed by the inaction of the insurance company, that is Life Insurance Corporation of India, Bhubaneswar, in responding,
Not
complying with the award of the insurance ombudsman Bhubaneswar.
dated
Dated
16th February
16th
2024.
February 2024 in
Award number ମିଳଡ଼
ଗୋଟେ ବଡ ନମ୍ବରଟା ଅଛି
ହଁ ସାର୍ ଏଇଟା ମୁଁ କହିଦଉଛି ସାର୍
ସେ ଦେଖିଲେ
ଆୱାର୍ଡ yes yes page 33 ରେ ଅଛି
in the
page
matter of
33 ରେ
33 in the matter of award number ପୁରାଟା ପକେଇବେ ବ୍ରାକେଟ ରେ ଲେଖିବେ ସୁବାସିନୀ ସାହୁ versus LIC of India.
obliging
It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that he shall draw the attention of the insurance ombudsman in view of the specific provisions of the insurance ombudsman rules, 2017, particularly clause 17.6 and 17.8 for implementation of the award. Accordingly, the writ petition starts disposed of.
obliging
Yes.
on the one line I have already pursuant to the order of the ombudsman I have submitted the documents on answer 37 ଗୋଟେ line ଖାଲି ଟିକେ
Good line add kar diyantu. It is further submitted that the petitioner has also followed up as directed by the insurance ombudsman by annexure page 37 ଟା ଯୋଉଟା ଥିବ page 30 by page 37 annexure mark କରିଦେବେ by annexure 80 into bracket page 37 the writ petition applying to the divisional manager LIC Bhubaneswar. Yes, next please.
Item 8.
Item 8, may I please, Your Lordship? My Lord, this is a second round litigation before this Honorable Court. My Lord, the petitioners are running small shop businesses in near Ames in Bhubaneswar. And since the opposite party number 3, the PMC.
Division bench pattern no hota?
No, my Lord, this is relating to eviction, my Lord.
Eviction.
Yes, we are being threatened to be evicted. In the last round litigation, this Honorable Court at page 46 directed the petitioners to make representation to the opposite party number 3 at annexure 5 and to consider our case. We have made representations.
But Mr. Patti, if you look at the hospitals, just go to the nearby referral hospital. What is that? Vallabhbhai Patel Child Institute. Look how it is congested at both the roads. It should not be the situation of any hospital.
Yes, that I bought.
See, I mean, the right to on livelihood, fine.
Yes.
But you are claiming right to on livelihood by blocking the entrance of a hospital.
No, my Lord, that is not my contention. That is in that area, but it is at a far away place. So we have, my Lord, all these ROR and all these sketch map is annexed. We are not interfering with the public or their with the operations of the hospital. It is secluded, but in that area. So on the last occasion, this Honorable Court directed to consider our case under the Street Vendors Act. That was the order, that page 46. So we have made representations. Only I pray, Lordship, that if that could be considered in case we are not being allowed, if any other.
No, but I cannot pass an interim order. If it is a street vendor matter, then it has to go to the division bench.
No, Malats, our
because
case
you have
yes.
to enforce your claim
Yes.
being a street vendor on basis of some certificate or something. So it is a division bench matter. It's not a single bench matter.
Because Malats at annexure 5 series, or else if Lordship may direct annexure 5 series to be disposed of, which is pending with the opposite party number 3, because in accordance with the directions by the Honorable Court, the representations were duly made since 2023, but now they are threatening to evict us without taking any action, taking any consideration of our representation. So let them pass a reasoned order as per the directions of the Honorable Court in the previous round. If that may be considered.
I mean, have you verified whether annexure 5 page 48 is still pending, or you don't have very specific instruction?
My Lord, I do not have any specific instructions, but the instructions that I have is that recently, prior to the filing of the writ petition, my Lord's announcement have been made and the petitioners run the risk of being evicted at any time. So that is the reason, my Lord.
That is what I am telling you, that
Yes.
if you want to make a claim,
Yes,
then
yes.
make a proper claim as a street vendor and let it be settled. Because again and again coming to the court and getting an
Yes.
order for consideration
Yes.
leads to nowhere. As far as this particular case is concerned, it may succeed in some time,
Yes.
somewhere, but you are saying that he's not authorized interfering with any road. It is your choice. If you want disposal of representation, it's for you to say.
My lord, let my representation be considered, my lord.
Mr. Patti,
I
you
may be
are Mr.
pardoned, my lord.
Riajuddin or Mr. Patti?
My lord, I am Shubhankar Das, Mr.
Mr.
Patti.
Shubhankar Das
Yes.
for the petitioner. Petitioners, plural ରେ ଅଛି. Mr. A.K. Patti, additional standing counsel for OP number 1, 2. ତାପରେ ଲେଖିବେ. In view of the limited nature of prayer made by the petitioner's counsel, this court feels that no notice is required to be issued to the OP number 3 while the writ petition is disposed of. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner. They are in occupation of government land without interfering with movement of any traffic or causing any public inconvenience to anyone. Para. Or continuation, not para, continuation. The petitioners are economically backward and they depend on running of their shops on the state government land and on their livelihood. It is submitted that the annex, the representation dated 8/8/2023, annex to the writ petition marked as Annexure 5 series
Yes.
is still pending with the authority.
Yes.
Recently, there has been announcement by loudspeaker for eviction of the petitioners from the possession of from the government land under their possession. Current counsel for the petitioner submits that it would be sufficient if the writ petition is disposed of, directing the authorities to take a decision on the representation. Para. The learned AC in response submits that the representations, if pending, shall be dealt with in accordance with law and same shall be disposed of. Para. Having heard the learned counsel for the parties, it is directed that the petitioners shall make representation afresh along with copies of the earlier representation into bracket small s and submit the same along with copy of this order and any other order passed earlier by this court. The appropriate authority shall do well to consider the representations of the petitioner in accordance with law, taking into account scope of settling / rehabilitating the petitioners as provided under law. The writ petition stands disposed of.
Grateful, Your Lordship.
Item 10.
Please, Your Lordship.
Yes.
The matter is relating to the patch of land which belongs to the petitioner's father and his full set.
You are Mr. Mahapatra, Mr. Chaudhary?
I'm Mr. Jitsur Samal. I'm
Samal. Mr. Samal on behalf of
A.K. Mahapatra.
A.K. Mahapatra for the petitioner. Mr. A.K. Patti. OP 1 and 2. Yes, please. Yes, Mr. Samal.
Lordship, in this, the petitioner's petitioner's father's land, which belongs to his father and his co-sharer, is been acquired by the OP number 3 for the construction of public toilets. So they have not taken any consent regarding the construction of the toilets. So we have given several representation to the OP3, but till yet no steps have been taken from them. So then we have approached through representation to OP number 2, OP number 1 and 2. So which is in the annexure 2 and 3. So
You'll be satisfied with direction for disposal of representation.
Yes, Lordship.
Annexure
It may be
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that
OP1 and
in
2.
terms of the ROR annexed to the writ petition as marked as Annexure 1, that is, it is that is serial ROR serial number 159.
Lot number 1248. In the annex, in the page.
Finally published on 24th June 1992. Plot number?
Lot number 1248. In the page 10 of the annex.
Serial number kete seta 2 re. Gharobari 2. Rakaba 140.
Ha, 1248. 0140.
Again?
Seta sir, serial number 2 joda apan kuch. Page 10.
Seta 1218 bhaliya dekha jauchi.
1248.
48.
1248.
Kon lekhile? 1248 किसम घरबारी 2 कोर्ट सिंगल कोर्ट रे कर देबे dwelling house acres 0 .0140 decimal belongs to the ancestors of the petitioner through his father. It is submitted that without recourse to any land acquisition proceeding, the said land has been acquired by the authorities for construction of public toilets,
by OP3,
particularly OP number 3. Authority जो कले OP number 3 कर तापर लिखो तो the petitioner has represented the OP number 3 by representation dated 10/7/2024 marked as Annexure 3 to the writ petition. It is submitted that a direction be issued to the authority for consideration of the grievance of the petitioner. In view of the limited nature of grievance raised, no notice is issued to the OP number 3 at present, and the writ petition is disposed of.
OP1 and 2 को भी दाइची रिप्रेजेंट
आपण बुझिया दरकार जे 1 and 2 पर किछि रोल नाही एथरे
आगे
से कोन करिवे they cannot know even जे what is happening. Even commissioner भी जान नथिबे, maybe some आउ की जानिथिबे RI की कोन ताकर थिबे से देखिबे
deprivileged
कोन लिखले with the following direction. The authority in OP number 3 shall do well to dispose of the petition of the petitioner dated 10/7/2024, copy of which shall be again forwarded, shall be submitted / forwarded to the OP number 3 by the petitioner along with copy of this order. The petitioner shall be given opportunity of hearing if so required by the authority. The writ petition stands disposed of.
Item 11.
So लिखित में as expeditiously as possible कर दियो. Yes, Mr. Sethi.
The petitioner applied for a government land to the opposite party number 4 Miller. That is also the proposal approved by the DSW, District Single Window Clearance Authority Miller. That is Annexure 2, and thereafter the opposite party number 3. Kindly have a glance. Annexure 5 page 21 Miller.
Yes.
The land is available by the IDCO Miller. Till then, through RTA Act, we came to know.
Gopinath Sethi for the petitioner. Mr. A.K. Patti, Additional Standing Counsel for the opposite party number 1 and 2. No. Yes, 1 and 2. The petitioner is agreed by the order of rejection of the application of the petitioner seeking allotment of land. Para. The copy of the rejection order has been annexed to the writ petition marked as Annexure 5, dated. Copy of the order dated 10/8/2023. Communicated to the petitioner. Annexure 5. Para. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner, though it has been mentioned in the order of rejection dated 10/8/2023 that no surplus land is available with the OP number kete 2 gala idko kete OP 3
number 3
OP number पण idko को पार्टी गलेनी nomenclature एमती हुए नहीं अपन लिखता हैं idko represented through chief general manager कौन लिख ले available with IDCO, represented through OP number 3 in the writ petition. But the RTI information obtained from the IDCO, from IDCO by office letter dated 17/10/2023 into bracket annexure 6 bracket closed would indicate that land is available. Para. Issue notice on admission. Late. Let 2 extra copies be served on the learned ASC appearing for the OP number 1 and 2.
My representation may be disposable.
See, जेतेबेले लेखुचन जे land नाही, you require a mandamus. It has to be set aside. When they still कहबे representation कर देबी, because you have a you'll have the what you call the कौन कहा जीवो, you will have the preference in arguing your matter. Obviously, I mean you will prevail. अपन जोड़ा decide Mr. Seth जहाँ कहबे सेटा हम कर देबी.
Representation disposable.
कौन लिख लेगा? नहीं, सेटा कटला से. It is submitted for the लिखिया पड़ो. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that the petitioner has made representations. So representation रे लगेई चंती RTI टा.
I have mentioned.
अरे mention कौन अपन तो RTI लगेई की देबे. If you want redressal, ताल तो you must ताले अपन fresh दियंतु. कौन लिख ले? By the learned counsel for the petitioner that the petitioner has again represented, bringing to the notice of the authority regarding availability of land by representation dated 16th of March 2024 into bracket annexure 7 to the petition. It is further submitted. Stop kari. It is further submitted that the petitioner shall enclose all the relevant documents and make a representation afresh to the authorities for allotment of land. In view of the limited nature of prayer made in the made at the bar, no notice is issued to the opposite party number 3 and 4, and the writ petition is disposed of with the following order. The petitioner shall have the liberty to represent afresh, enclosing the copies of the earlier representation into bracket small s, along with all supporting documents to the appropriate authority of the IDCO for consideration of her grievance. The authority shall do well to dispose of the representation, taking into view the RTI information provided by the IDCO authority regarding availability of land by the letter dated 17/10/2023 into bracket annexure 6 to the writ petition. The writ petition stands disposed of.
16/3/24.
Representation
date 16/3/24.
Yes. मुझे annexure ठीक डाकिली. डाकसी अपन 24 डाकची. Annexure 7. Annexure 7 टा कौन डाकछि देखो Annexure 7 टा लिखले पाइछु नहीं सेटा तो मु बुझिली सेटा से बुझी नांती आपण Annexure 6 देखंतु
My lord, Annexure
केते
Annexure 6 my lord 23 my lord.
17 10 23
हाँ
कोन रिप्रेजेंटेशन दैछंती किंतु
24
24 रे 16 3 24
हाँ।
Annexure 7 ସେଥିରେ ଆପଣ ମୁଁ ପଚାରିଲି ଏନକ୍ଲୋଜ କରିଥିଲେ କି ସେଟା କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଆପଣ ମୁଁ ଲେଖିଛି କିନ୍ତୁ କରିନି so that leads to ମାନେ I mean further uncertainty ठीक ଅଛି disposed of
Right.
yes next
12,
yes please
My lord, kindly taken up for next week.
ଏ ଆପଣ ନିଜେ ପଢି କରନ୍ତୁ start arguing
ମୁଁ ନୂଆ ଆସିଛି, I have
ନୂଆ
not
ନୂଆ
gone
ହିଁ ତ କରିବେ ନୂଆ ହିଁ ତ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ
sir, not sir, I have not gone through the place.
ନାଇଁ ସବୁବେଳେ make a habit of going through the brief लास्ट इवनिंग रे जेतोला आपन असाइन करागला कि सकाळे असाइन करागला कि कोर्ट रे भी असाइन करागला जे आपन एटा एडजर्नमेंट करिवे बोली जस्ट टर्न थ्रू द पेजेस एटलीस्ट प्रेयर देखिबे ग्रीवांस ता कोन बुझिबे जदि किछ इंप्रूव्ड एनेक्सर थाए सेटा पढिबे स्टार्ट करंतु you are Miss Sanani Miss P. Sanani for the petitioner Mr. A.K. Patti additional standing counsel for the OP number 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 5 1 comma 2 comma 3 and 5 the learned counsel for the petitioner's 6 accommodation in absence of a leader the matter to be listed before the assigned bench on being moved मु डेट दे परिबेनी सो आपण मूव करंतु बुझ परछन एटा जोठी आसीबो मूव करंतु यस
13,
किछि भी पढिलेनी किछि भी देखि नांती एनी आईडिया ऑफ द ग्रीवेंस कोन सेटा
No, sir, I have not.
नहीं प्लीज डू रीड किछि माने भाबिबारे नहीं दैट इज हाउ इट एवरीवन स्टार्ट्स पढंतु जहां भी आछी ताको की करंतु
Next time.
यस प्लीज आपण आर्ग्यू न करि पारंते बट डेवलप ए हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग यस नेक्स्ट मिस्टर सर
15,
My lord, this is division by
just kindly excuse me. Yes, Mr. Sahu.
Lord, this is PIL read application, your lordship, division by
PIL. Acha, PIL. It is submitted by Mr. Sahu, learned counsel for the petitioner. They upper the appearance likely the learned counsel for petitioner that the prayer involved in the writ petition relates to public interest litigation. The matter be stopped. Accordingly, the matter be listed before the assigned bench.
14,
Lordship, item 14 kindly taken up next week. One week after.
ଆପଣ ପଢିଛନ୍ତି
Lordship, file.
ସେମିତି କରନ୍ତୁନି
File actually
ସେ ଆମ ବେଳେ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ବହୁତ ଜଜ୍ ଯଦି ଥିଲେ ମୁଁ ତ ମାନେ ଲେଟ୍ ରେ ବହୁତ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ କଲି ଆଉ ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ଶୁଣିଛି ବି ହଁ
learning council.
6 accommodation item 12 sir but develop a habit of reading something every day
Council standing से जो भुवनेश्वर अछन से फाइल टा आज आनी पले न मु सेटा
Fair
approve
enough.
कर देतन
but still then
आगे
don't do this yes next Mr. Das पति सारे appearance लिख देबे चलो तमांती कौन रिट पिटिशन कौन हेतिबो के जानी प्राइवेट पार्टी का अगेंस्ट देखि दबा पड़ियो कोटे पार्कियो कोचन जदी इतरे तो स्टेट ही पार्टी नाहंती पति सार कौन अपेयर करी ओ यस नहीं जोड़ा पूर्वटा जोड़ा से अर्जन कले चारुलता महंती
Item 14, state is not a party.
Still not a party
15,
yes 15 OERC against a count the maintainable at the division bench matter
Division bench matter.
ଆପଣ ଯୋଉ ଆଜି ଯାହା ମୋର ଡିଭିଜନ ଥିଲା ସେଟା ସିଙ୍ଗଲ ବସୁଛନ୍ତି ନା କଣ ଆପଣ କଣ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କାହା ଅର୍ଡର ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜ କଲେ OERC ଅର୍ଡର
permitted to adjourn. Prayer of the petitioner now only infructuous. The prayer of the petitioner.
नहीं यदि मोर lack of jurisdiction ताहले मु withdraw भी करिया कथा
डिवीजन बेंच मैटर हेइथियो ताले
आगे
डिवीजन बेंच मैटर
डिवीजन बेंच मैटर withdraw कर देबे मूव करंतु जेते गोटे मेमोटे देकी मु withdraw कर दियंतु दा कोटा इम्प्यून ऑर्डर टा कोन अछि
My lord, after 16, after 29, 29. Your final assessment order already passed. And now the petitioner house is disconnected, madam. The prayer of the petitioner how to accept the final assessment order and connect the electric connection. Meantime, the electric connection already supplied. And accepting the
Mr. Maharana thile कोडे गले Mr.
Your
Das
Lordship, I'm appearing on this.
अच्छा yes she is there
Yeah.
disconnection रे कोन single bench हबो
Your Lordship, against the assessment, Your Lordship, against the
only against assessment तो अपन जो OERC को पार्टी कर दीचन से that gives impression कि अपन
only against assessment.
अच्छा ताले withdraw करी हो
Yes, Your Lordship. It's against the assessment order.
Prayer
Mr. Tilochan Das Mr. item 15 so Tilochan Das for the petitioner I'm sorry I forgot your name
Ruprekha Jena on behalf of
Miss R Jena Ruprekha Jena on behalf of LK Maharana for opposite parties 2, 3 and 4 is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner. The petitioner filed the writ petition being agreed by the non-provision of electricity connection after the final assessment order. Stop. However, final assessment order as per Annexure 6 series to the writ petition. Stop. It is further submitted that in the meanwhile, the petitioner's grievance stands redressed as electricity connection has been provided. The writ petition is disposed of accordingly.
with liberty second prayer regarding the compensation, with liberty file the appropriate form.
सेटा तो अपन बार की चेन there is no bar. Rather you should avoid. See सेटू अपन जदि से prayer टा नेबे they may pounce upon Mr. Das will pounce upon that. से High Court जाइथिले सेठी हेलानी एठी आसिले अपन चुप रहिबे.
16.
Yes, 16.
My representation before the opposite party number 3 is pending.
Mr. Sahoo, N. Sahoo.
No. My name is S.C. Tripathi, Your Lordship.
Mr. I'm sorry, S.C. Tripathi for the petitioner. Mandamus representation पे हेले हिजो.
Registration
as the setting aside by representation नहीं जिशन जोड़ा. ठीक है. Yes, please. हाँ, कौन तो?
My representation before the opposite party number 3 is pending since 28/12/2023 under Annex 4.
Yes.
Thereafter, the petitioner also submitted a reminder. Lastly, the reminder letter was 21/6/2024, which is pending before the opposite party number 3 for consideration.
जे अपन ताको पार्टी करी नांती?
करछि आज्ञा opposite party number 3 करछि ना executive engineer.
नहीं मो अरे जहार डिस्कनेक्शन आपण चाहुचंती वर्तमान जोटा आपण देखिले आपण पार्टी होचंती डिस्कनेक्शन काहार कर देबे सेटा चाहुचंती
मोर registration करिया पे मु application देछि ना disconnection one of the party opposite party number 6 as with a malified intention file a petition in his name that
नहीं then we are on different pages अपन page 16 देखंतु
page 16
illegal and unauthorized power supply against consumer number so and so over plot number so and so
आज्ञा
आपण ता माने चाहुचंती जनक अगेंस्ट है ना आपण कहउचंती मु आपण निजे चाहुचंती कनेक्शन
आज्ञा मु एक्चुअली फैक्ट ला मु जेतले गोटे प्लॉट किनली सेते इलेक्ट्रिक कनेक्शन पे अप्लाई कली इलेक्ट्रिक कनेक्शन मते मिलिला मु कंटिन्यू करछि इलेक्ट्रिक बिल पेमेंट करछि रेगुलरली विदाउट एनी without any hindrance. But in the meantime, one of the person, that is M.S.Sahoo, has lodged a complaint that I want disconnection of the electric line due to
that I am not residing at the aforesaid place. While annexer, while annexer 5 will. With a malified intention, one of the I have made opposite party number 6, that is Himanshu with a
Thereafter, Himanshu Shekhar was given a connection. Now you want disconnection of Himanshu Shekhar's connection?
No. I am not on that. I want my connection back on a false.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର representation share ନାହିଁ ଦେଖୁନାହାନ୍ତି. Just kindly go through 16. Page 16 ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ. Dated 28/12/2023.
Yes, sir. With reference to the subject, I am to inform that I am availing power supply over schedule plot number so and so, khata number so and so, Mozenton Nuha Tahsildar, consumer number so and so.
Just you can leave the details. Just come to the last paragraph in view of the above.
Requested to disconnect the power supply illegally or unlawfully extended in the name of Himanshu Shekhar Sahu over
Yes.
plot. That plot number belongs to me.
ଏଥିରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର I don't think କଣ provision କଣ ଅଛି ମୁଁ ବୁଝିପାରୁନି. It is a civil dispute ହେଇଗଲା.
ମତେ ଯୋଉ
ମହାରଣାଙ୍କର ଆର ବ୍ରାଞ୍ଚ ରେ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ କୁ ପଳେଇଲେଣି ସେ. Civil dispute ରେ ସେ ହିମାଂଶୁ ଆଉ ଇଏ let us cut short the Prakash. They fight it out.
Well, at the best, if your lordship is subject to, let's say, under section 42(5), the powers have been given to the grievance redressal concern forum to decide the interstate dispute after giving them opportunity of hearing under section 42(5).
ଏଥିରେ ତ connection dispute ବି ନାହିଁ. Himanshu is after Prakash and Prakash is after Himanshu.
For disconnection. Well, at that,
only thing is that both, relate to light.
Yes.
Himanshu is light, Prakash is also light. If you translate in English, but they try to put each other in darkness. Yes.
Perhaps the landowner wants disconnection of power supply to the person who is in possession.
Sir, ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ହେଲେ ବୁଝି ହେଲା. But here both of them want disconnection. Prakash wants to Himanshu to be in darkness and Himanshu wants Prakash to be in darkness.
No. The matter is,
But I understand similar from the talking. He being the landowner, he has raised the grievance to disconnect the power supply of the other person.
ସେ କଣ ଖୁଣ୍ଟ ପକେଇଛନ୍ତି ନା କଣ?
ନାଇଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା.
Already.
ମତେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ଇଲେକ୍ଟ୍ରିକ କନେକ୍ସନ ମିଳିଥିଲା ମୋ ପ୍ଲଟ ଉପରେ କିନ୍ତୁ
Yes, Mr. Das, ଶୁଣିଲେ ତ? So he already got a connection.
The person in possession or occupation of the premises is entitled to supply of electricity.
without ମୁଁ ଆରଟିଆଇ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିଥିଲି without any reason the electric department has disconnected my electric line.
ଆପଣଙ୍କର?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୋର
ଆପଣ ମାନେ ପ୍ରକାଶ ମୁଁ ତ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜନ ଆପଣ ପ୍ରକାଶ ନା ଆପଣ ହିମାଂଶୁ?
ମୁଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ପିଟିସନର ଆଜ୍ଞା.
ଆପଣ ନା କଣ ଏଥିରେ କଣ ଅଛି?
ମୋ ନା ଆଜ୍ଞା
ପ୍ରକାଶ
ଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ପୃଷ୍ଟି.
ପ୍ରକାଶ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୋର ଡିସକନେକ୍ସନ ହେଇଗଲା. Disconnection, what is the reason ମୁଁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କଲି ଆରଟିଆଇ ରେ ସେ ଆଜ୍ଞା ରିଜନ ଦେଲେ.
ଆପଣ ହିମାଂଶୁ କୁ ପାର୍ଟି କରିକି ଆପଣ ଜିଆରଏଫ କୁ ମୁଭ କରନ୍ତୁ.
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମୁଁ ହିମାଂଶୁ କୁ ପାର୍ଟି କରିଛି ଆଜ୍ଞା.
କୋଉଥିରେ ଜିଆରଏଫ କୁ ମୁଭ କଲେ?
ଅପୋଜିଟ ପାର୍ଟି ନମ୍ବର
ଜିଆରଏଫ କୁ କୋଉଥିରେ ମୁଭ କରିଛନ୍ତି କୋଉ ପିଟିସନ ରେ?
ଗ୍ରିଭାନ୍ସ ପିଟିସନ ଆଜ୍ଞା.
ଗ୍ରିଭାନ୍ସ ପିଟିସନ ଦେଲେ ହବନି ଇଞ୍ଜିନିୟର ଙ୍କୁ. ଆପଣ ଗ୍ରିଭାନ୍ସ ରିଡ୍ରେସଲ ଫୋରମ ଷ୍ଟାଚ୍ୟୁଟରୀ ଅଥରିଟି କୁ ମୁଭ କରିବେ.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଯେ ପ୍ରକାଶ ର ଅନ୍ଧାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ପ୍ରକାଶ କହିବ ହିମାଂଶୁ ଅନ୍ଧାର କରିଦିଅନ୍ତୁ.
ମୁଁ ଯଦି
ସେଇଟା କରନ୍ତୁ. ସେଇଟା କାହିଁ ସେଟା ତ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି.
ମୁଁ ଆଜ୍ଞା ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ
actually what Mr. Das and Mr. Maharana they are saying is kind of you cannot fight it out and this doesn't inure to anyone's benefit for any as far as civil dispute is concerned. One cannot say since I am having an electricity connection the property is mine. So you are fighting for electricity connection
on over my
engineers cannot do anything. You move the GRF. Se 45 କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଟା ବି Mr. Das କହୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ ସେଟା କରିବେ କର. ମୁଁ ସେକ୍ସନ ସ୍ପେସିଫାଇ କରିବିନି but you move it. ଆପଣ ଏଟାକୁ ଏଠି ପକେଇକି ରଖି କିଛି ଲାଭ ବି ନାହିଁ. ଏଟା କେବେକା ରିଟ୍ ପିଟିସନ?
2020
ଅଗଷ୍ଟ 2024.
ତାହେଲେ ଫ୍ରେଶ ଆପଣ ମୁଭ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ.
ମୁଁ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟେସନ
At least ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ତ ଇୟା ଲାଭ ହେଲା ଯେ ଆପଣ ଜାଣିଲେ ଯେ ଏଟା GRF କୁ ମୁଭ୍ କରିହବ for dispute regarding interstate dispute as far as electricity connection is concerned.
limited
And also go through the judgments where it has been said since it is a monopoly supplier and it relates to most of the fundamental rights, right to water, right to air, right to passage. So
Yes,
they
sir.
can't disconnect at the instance of a private individual.
Yes, sir, lords. I kindly have a glance to the RTI information which I have obtained from RTI.
Page?
Page 20, lords. Running page 20. ଲାଇନ ରେ ଡିସକନେକ୍ସନ ପାଇଁ ମୋ ନାଁରେ ଜଣେ
ଆପଣ ଆପଣ ଏଟାକୁ ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ କରିକି ଆପଣ ଏଟା ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ କରିକି ଜିଆରଏଫ କୁ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ. If I have made myself clear to you, if you are agreed by disconnection, challenge it.
Yes, sir.
If you are agreed by connection to any one person over your land, challenge it.
Yes, sir.
But don't come to the read court.
Little liberty may be allowed so that.
Liberty is always available. Liberty just imagine, can I direct that no liberty shall be granted? So that itself, the petitioner cannot move GRF. Can an order be passed? Cannot be. The petitioner, disconnection is a connection.
Disconnection.
The petitioner is agreed by the disconnection of his power supply electricity connection by the supply utility at the instance of another person.
OP number 6.
OP number 6. At another OP number 6 at the instance of OP number 6. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that such disconnection at the instance of the OP number 6 is completely misconceived, inasmuch as a citizen is entitled for supply of electricity on satisfaction of the statutory conditions as would be applicable. Learned counsel submits that he shall move the grievance redressal forum as provided under the statute for redressal of his grievances. The writ petition stands disposed of.
Okay.
17.
That OP number 2 to 5.
Okay. 16 re kar diyontu 2 to 5. Mr.
One
M.K. Maharana.
state party.
Sorry, mu kar dal daki dochu. Mr. Tripathi. Mr. S.C. Tripathi for the petitioner. Mr. Sharma, additional government advocate for OP number 1, 2 to 5. Mr. L.K. Maharana. Yes, next please.
17.
May I proceed?
Yes.
Then petitioner applied for electric connection, my lord, and she fulfilled all the criteria. Accordingly, the
GRF को जाओ ना same order. The petitioner, Mr. Biswaranjan Dale, for the petitioner, that also say apply करचंदी. Mr. A.K. Sharma for OP number 1. Mr. L.K. Maharana, OP number 3 to 4. 3 and 4. एथिरे भी आपनकर अछंती आपनकर विलेन होचंती OP number 5 से कोन ऑब्जेक्ट करचंती.
yes, ma'am.
बस ताले 6 जगह 5 कर देबे लिखिबे लिखंतु though the petitioner has applied is entitled and has applied for electricity connection, the same is denied due to the objection of the OP number 5. तापर से जुलटा ले कोन डाकली it is submitted that the electricity kono तापरे नेत्र एटी डाउट डाकी दाउ पड़ो एटा कोन कोन लिखले it is submitted that the petitioner's right to life is impacted by lack of electricity as he goes without water and the comfort of electrical appliances during the summer days. It is submitted that the petitioner shall approach the GRF for redressal of her grievances in accordance with law. The writ petition stands disposed of. Yes.
2-3 mala.
Mr. Maharana 2-3, Mr. Sharma 1-4. IAC को भी पार्टी कराई. Yes.
18.
My lords, I seek for a short adjournment, my lords, on behalf of my learned senior. I'm in BC.
Char Pradhan for the petitioner. ହେଲା। Mr. A.K. Sharma, AGA for the OP number 1, Mr. L.K. Maharana for OP number 2 to 5. The learned counsel for the petitioner seeks accommodation in absence of his leader. The petition stands adjourned with liberty to move before the assigned bench. But a date they have any move kariye, memo tige file kariye.
Much obliged.
Yes, 19. Mr. Das.
Lord, the order of passed by the Orissa Human Rights Commission under Annexure 4 is under Annexure 3 is challenge, my lord. Lord, what
Yes, Human Rights Commission order a single bench matter.
My lord, my lord.
Na division no.
No, the single bench.
Single bench.
Yes.
My lord Justice Panigrahan Court एड़ा आसुची सब.
Single bench.
एतर हेची कोन? Sir, at the instance of OP number 2, as human rights activist, a paper cutting was filed that on such and such date there was an electrical accident in a village and a child aged about 7 years died in his relation's house. My lord, basing on that, without making any inquiry, without taking note of the documents filed and without appreciating the evidence, my lord, the one of the member of the Human Rights Commission, he attended a meeting, camp court, in the office of that some office at Balesore, and has passed
notice out
passed this order, my lord, granting recommending to pay compensation. My lord, when there is no negligence on our part, there is no FIR lodged, nothing was intimated, my lord. When the incident had happened, he died in his relation's house.
S.C. Das for the petitioner. एतरे रजिस्ट्रार को नोटिस करिया दरकार कोन?
सर से ओरिजिन सब आ गोटे केस भी हेतला
नहीं आपण को एतरे स्टैट्यूटरी अथॉरिटी नोटिस दरकार ना दरकार नहीं सुप्रीम कोर्ट डिसीजन अनुसार दरकार नहीं
सर एक अनुसार न जाऊ
2-3-4 हिनो जिवो इट इज सबमिटेड the learned counsel appearing for the petitioner electricity supply utility TPNODL
सर
had learned counsel कर दियो तो for the appearance लिखले it is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that the order communicated with a letter number 24/5/2025 24 from the registrar from Secretary Odisha Human Rights Commission encloses the order dated 2nd May 2024 in case number 1017 of 2021, which was passed by
one member
by the single by the member by the learned member of the Human Rights Commission based on newspaper report brought stated newspaper report comma stated to have been brought to the notice of the commission from a daily newspaper dated 28/5/2020. It is submitted by the learned counsel for the petitioner that perusal of the order would show that the supply company, the supply utility was not heard. No evidence was on record to support the alleged incidents of negligence. It is submitted that therefore the order needs to be interfered with by this court. Para, issue notice. Notice to the opposite parties 2, 3, and 4 by registered post with AD. requisites to be filed within 7 working days. ଆପଣ records ପରେ ମଗେଇବେ ଯଦି ଥିବ, ଯଦି ଆପଣ allege କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଯେ କିଛି ଫାଇଲ ହେଇନି ବୋଲି ପାରା list after service return ଏଥିରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର statutory compensation ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କିଛି
ନାଇଁ
ନାହିଁ କିଛି statutory compensation
ନାଇଁ
minimum କିଛି ନାହିଁ
ନାଇଁ ସେଟା ଆମର ଯଦି ଆମ ଇନସିଡେଣ୍ଟ କିଛି ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା
ନାଇଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଏଜୁକେସନ କିଛି ଫାଇଲ ହେଇଛି
ଏକ୍ଜିକ୍ୟୁସନ ଫେସନ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ସେ ଆମ
କିନ୍ତୁ
ଆମ
ପେମେଣ୍ଟ
କଲେଜରେ ବି
ପେମେଣ୍ଟ
ନାହିଁ।
କିଛି ହେଇନି
ନା
ଆଇଏ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ନୋଟିସ୍ as above accept one setup
there shall be stay of that important order.
ନାଇଁ ଯଦି ହେଇନି କାହିଁ ତାକୁ କରିବା
ହଉଛି ଏଟା ସବୁ ଅନ୍ୟ କେସରେ ବି ହେଇଛି, ଅନ୍ୟ ଓକିଲ କରିଥିଲେ।
ମୁଁ ବୁଝିଲି ମୁଁ ବୁଝୁଛି କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କର the whole problem is that I have to have something ଯେ there is a move for enforcing the order ସିଏ ଆପଣ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ବିନା ବେସିସରେ ଅର୍ଡର କଲେ ସେ ସେମିତି ଅର୍ଡର ହେଇ ପଡିକି ରହିଲା ଆଉ କଣ so let them come let us no
ଏଟା ହଉଛି ଗୋଟେ
ନାଇଁ I understand ମୁଁ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ନୋଟିସ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁ କଲି
ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିକାଲ କେସରେ ବି
I
କରିଛନ୍ତି
understand but let them come
ସାର୍ ଆଇଡେଣ୍ଟିକାଲ କେସରେ ଅନ୍ୟ ବେଞ୍ଚ ବି କୋଅର୍ଡିନେଟ ବେଞ୍ଚ କରିଛନ୍ତି।
ମୁଁ ବୁଝୁଛି but let them come
it will go against me Mr. Das is incompetent ଆଉ କିଛି କହିବାର ନାହିଁ ସାର୍ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ
stay of
କିଛି ନାହିଁ ଆସନ୍ତୁ ସେ appear କରନ୍ତୁ
there shall be stay of the impugned order till the appearance of the opposite party upon notice being sufficient
till next date ତ
list immediately after service return
Item 20,
My lord, on behalf of DR Mahapatla, kindly seeking adjournment.
ଆପଣ ନିଜେ ଆର୍ଗ୍ୟୁ କରନ୍ତି ଆପଣ କାହିଁ କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି you are Mr. Palei
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. S.R. Palei
Yes, ma'am.
POLAI for the petitioner Mr. A.K. Sharma AGA for the opposite parties
I am appearing with the opinion
1 to B.Ed college ବୋଧେ ନୁହଁ ଆପଣ
B.Ed college 1 2
ସେ ଗଭର୍ଣ୍ଣମେଣ୍ଟ B.Ed college ନା କଣ ସେଟା ଆଉ ଇଏ କୁଆଡେ ଗଲେ
government
ମହାରଣା ପଳେଇଲେ ଠିକ ଅଛି ବାହାରେ ଯଦି ଥିବେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହିବେ
Yes, ma'am.
କହିଦେବେ ଆପଣ କହିଦେବେ ଆସିବେ Mr. Sharma for OP 1 and 2 AGA
let notice be issued to OP number 3.
adjournment ମାଗୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ the learned counsel for the petitioner seeks adjournment in absence of his leader list before the assigned bench when moved so Palei this will go out of list so you have to mention again पण जेबे चाहुंचंती I can't fix a date बुझ परचंती
Yes, my lord.
so since it's not a regular bench I can't fix a date
Okay, my lord.
notice issue कले ठीक अछि हां माने आसीबो SR हला पर आसीबो I can direct but yes
Notice.
रोहिला को पास
My lord, notice issue.
माने अब इटा माने कले हबो तो
Oh, my lord.
the petitioner is agreed by the inaction of the authorities
He has prayed for ex-gratia compensation. Your lordship.
in paying ex-gratia assistance oblique compensation as well as service benefit pertaining to the death of his son who unfortunately died during and in course of duty had learned counsel for the petitioner issue notice learned AGA appears on behalf of opposite parties 1 and 2 waves of notice notice to OP ଆପଣ ଏଟାକୁ ତାକୁ ଆଣିଥିଲେ ସୁବିଧା ହେଇଥାନ୍ତା
extra copy ମତେ ଦେ I can appear
issue notice to OP number 3 by registered post with AD learned counsel Mr. Das who usually appears on behalf of the supply utility accepts notice on behalf of opposite parties 4 5 and 6
3 copies you given to me.
let 3 extra copies be served the opposite parties shall file their response in reply to the prayer of the petitioner list after vacation आपण मूव करंतु हला हला कॉपी एक्स्ट्रा कॉपी दियंतु
Only issue notice and OP number 3.
only 3
My lord.
Notice to OP3 by registered post with AD. Requisites to be filed within
Within 1 week.
within 5 working days, 7 working days. Fixing early returnable date. Notice to OP number 3, fixing early returnable date, requisites within 7 working days. Thank you.
Obligement.